Persevering. Hi, my name is Rachel Augustine-Fisher. Today I'd like to share with you a few facts about myself, starting with why I chose the word persevering to describe myself. Next, how and why I chose to study dietetics, and lastly, my present priorities. Since we are on a time limit, I'd like to get started. To start, I'd like to explain why I chose persevering to describe myself. The definition of persevering is to continue in a course of action no matter what difficulties or lack of support are in your way. I chose the word persevering to describe myself because I come from a family of multiple divorces, and since that I was tossed around a lot. Due to this fact, my family did not believe I would make it very far. They actually had a bet I would become pregnant in high school and drop out. Little did they know that these very doubts were going to be the drive I needed to succeed. Persevering describes me because no matter what doubts or obstacles clouded my future, I continually pushed on to become a better person. Now that you know why I chose persevering to describe myself, I'd like to start my next fact. Next, I'd like to describe why and how I chose dietetics as my course of study. Dietetics was not my first choice when I started college. I actually was enrolled in a program as a pharmacy technician. My decision to study dietetics was actually a recommendation of my mother's in the summer of 2012. At this time, I had just moved to Lincoln and had changed my major for the third time to study dental technician. My mother's exact words when I told her this was, "Why would you choose to study teeth? You've never been interested in it, but you've always been interested in advancements in nutrition." She was right. Coming from a family with multiple eating disorders, I was constantly searching for ways to better my eating habits and my family's. As soon as I returned to Lincoln, I enrolled in the academic transfer program instead of the dental technician until I could find a college that offered the dietetic program I wanted to enroll in. My first quarter at Southeast, I took a basic nutrition class where I found out that Southeast Community College actually offered a dietetic program. I enrolled immediately the next quarter, and I am now in my 5th quarter with 2 quarters to go and cannot wait to graduate so I can start to change society's eating habits. Now that you know how and why I chose dietetics as my course of study, I'd like to start with my last fact. Lastly, I'd like to share my present priorities. When talking about priorities, I like to begin with the word present because you never know what changes may come. A big change in my life was in January of this year when I found out I was having my first baby. At this time, my only priorities were school and partying with my friends. That changed very quickly. As of now, my main and only priority is the happiness and security of my family. I'm now doing whatever it takes to stay in college and graduate as soon as possible. This way, I can not only provide for my family, but I can also give them a strong family base, which I plan on accomplishing by moving closer to my boyfriend's family in Kearney. In conclusion, my name is Rachel Augustine-Fisher. Today I shared with you why I choose persevering to describe myself, how and why I chose dietetics as my course of study, and lastly, my present priorities.